All right, so this is a journal entry for prepaid rent. And from the perspective of the individual actually paying the rent. So the organization is paying the rent, not collecting it. So on January 1st, a firm rented rental space and prepaid $9,000 for 6 months worth of rent. Show the prepaid rent journal entry and the entry after the first month. All right, now what a lot of you are going to be tempted to do is to put this $9,000 somewhere as an expense when we prepay it. And that is completely wrong. All right, because what happens if you show up and you've prepaid your rent and then they just change the locks and say, hey, thanks for the money, we'll see you later, go ahead and pound sand. We're not going to rent to you anymore. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to take them to court, you're going to sue them, and you're going to win, and you're going to get that money back. All right? And so the reality is that you haven't actually consumed the rent also, right? It's not 6 months hasn't passed as soon as you prepaid that. You still get the time to actually use the space for whatever purposes you're doing. And so this prepaid rent is actually an asset. All right, so let's start off. The first entry here, we're going to get a debit and a credit right here. And the first entry we definitely have cash that's leaving, right? Cash is leaving. Our assets are going down because cash is going out the door. All right, cash of $9,000 is going out the door. Boom, right? Cash, $9,000, right? That is gone. It is out the door. However, in exchange, we have entered this agreement where there is actual cash exchanged and a commitment made for prepaid rent. So we actually are getting a promise of prepaid rent of $9,000. All right. So while our cash is going down, our prepaid rent account increases our assets, and so this debit right here, prepaid rent, is going to be $9,000 also. All right. So our debit and our credit associated with this this prepaid rent, when we sign it and we pay over the cash, is there. And we have an entry in this one because we gave cash for this promise. If we just signed the agreement and no cash was swapped or nothing else, then we probably wouldn't write anything as far as our commitments go, because we haven't done anything yet. It's not until we actually transfer some resource or time has passed. All right. So then the second question asked is, what's the journal entry after the first month? All right. So we have our first month and we've actually used some of this. So we got to take 9,000, right? We got to take $9,000 and we got to divide it by the 6 months of rent, right? So if we take 9,000 divided by the 6 months in rent, we're going to get 1,500, right? We're going to get 1,500, all right? So that's what on a monthly basis we are taking off. So on this second, after the first month, all right, we're going to have a debit and a credit, right? And the prepaid rent right here is going to need to be written down. Why? You've used it. You've used your prepaid rent for that month. January's gone. You're done. After that, whatever January. After this month is done, guess what? You can't get that back. You agreed to pay for the rent that month, and so that's gone. So that amount of the prepaid rent is gone, the $1,500 of it. All right. And so the net amount of the prepaid rent will be that $9,000 by minus the $1,500, which will be $7,500. That's what it will be reported as on our balance sheet as the net value. When we have this as our entry and then this as our entry, the net between those two ends up being that what gets reported as prepaid on our balance sheet is $7,500. All right. So what's our debit? Well, you might have guessed it. It's an expense. Time has finally passed. We've used it up. So we do have rent expense here for $1,500. All right. So rent expense rent expense for $1,500 shows up here, and everything's in line. Our accounting equations in balance. Our income statement is going down because in value because we have an expense here that's going to reduce our owner's equity. And then on the other side of the equals sign, we have our prepaid rent also bringing our assets down right here in that second month. And so that's how you do the journal entry.